Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Chaos Gate with me, Bring It On. We're gonna jump into an ill omen. Our new arrival, Inquisitor Vakir, has demanded we investigate this planet for evidence of the grim events foretold by that astropathic vision. Be vigilant. So kill all enemies is our objective. We'll get 15 servitors for this.
Report. Signals from quarantine beacons detected in the upper atmosphere, but the surface itself is silent.
Plague, Commander. Send your squad to the surface.
Knights of Titan, you are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Make planetfall and discover if the Inquisitor's fears are founded. You should evaluate your knight's armaments and ensure they are best suited to the battle at hand. The Nemesis Force Halberd can inflict a preemptive first strike on an adjacent enemy. Choose which halberd you would like to equip. Your options will be limited until we return to Titan.
So Derek's reach. So it has 4 strike, which we had with the other weapon anyway. Then first strike, 25% chance once per turn. If an enemy moves adjacent to this knight, he has a chance to strike automatically. And crit, this weapon has plus 5% crit chance. Does 4 damage by default. And that's the effects listed here. Okay, sure. Okay, so we do have Terminator armor available. Because it's a two-handed ranged weapon. We'll keep it as is. These won't have a melee weapon available. Alright, I think we're all set. Got one of each class available.
Commander, have your men look for signs of this plague.
Be vigilant, brothers.
Taking position! I am with you. Chaos stirs within the shadows.
Alright, so we get like a little pre-alert.
It will be done. As you will.
It's gonna run everybody up to full cover.
At once.
He has the most health, so we'll send him ahead first.
Knights! These heretics will suffer the ultimate punishment!
It's a little out of range.
Seeking the tainted.
Alright, so this has knockback. This will hopefully ruin his Overwatch. Yeah, suck on that, you heretics. Alright, worked just like I thought it did.
We are the hammer.
No demon shall avoid its fate.
Commander, your knights will cover willpower when they destroy most enemies, fueling further use of their psychic abilities. Your knight can gain +1 willpower per attack for destroying most enemies.
As ordered. Be ready.
Alright, I don't want to pull that group quite yet. If we can help it.
Death to the enemy.
Oh!
It will be done.
Okay, that was
You
explosive.
have been judged.
Alright, get up here behind full cover. And same to
Moving
you.
out.
Also, I did turn down the volume a little bit. I noticed that it was still very loud in the last episode. Hopefully it's a little bit more tame this time. Overwatch really matters here, but sure. Put one down.
The hunt.
Oh, you can
My
destroy
will
cover.
is unbreakable.
Which is a regular gun.
Ah! As ordered.
Alright, it's gonna take him out.
Executed.
Yeah, quite where I want him to be. Can't shoot around this.
We strive.
Oh yeah, I think this will be better.
Death to the enemy. Moving out. As ordered.
Alright, just go ahead and finish this guy off.
Targets destroyed.
Nice.
On the way.
So we get everybody up here, and I'll run them all down into cover on their next turn. Before we pull this next group that we know is down next to that tree. Oh, he has teleport. Teleport to destination within range, 10, immune to autos. So I wonder if we can use that to circumvent Overwatch.
It will be done. Gratitude. Aye, sir.
Alright, they're not revealed quite yet. Great, there they are.
Wait, that creature.
Inquisitor, we have seen the dead walk in this way before.
As have I. Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
On the hunt.
Alright, let's get ready for them in this way.
Yes, sir.
I assume they're on melee. I only saw those blades in their hands, so...
They shall not pass. Moving out.
It's gonna do it like this for now.
They shall not pass. As ordered.
Alright, not a huge fan of that. A grenade or two should take care of most of them.
Firing now.
I will need to examine this corpse and...
I will not tolerate this contamination
Enemy
spreading
down.
to my servitors.
Do not
Firing
obstruct
on
me,
target.
Tick. I will follow proper protocols.
Purge. Mercy in death. Weapon rearmed.
I reload him. Yeah, put him on Overwatch. Like so. A bit further than I would like. That's okay. Let's take these guys out with their regular shots.
Glory to Zyphos! Reload required.
No damage because of the cover.
Firing on target.
I should be able to destroy it, right? No, not that cover.
They shall not pass.
That's actually not a big deal since we can one-shot all those guys. So they won't last the turn.
Denounce. I am the Emperor's fury! For the Emperor! We slay the darkness! For Titan!
a satisfactory effort. Now return with my carcass so I can set to work.
We will deliver them to you as soon as containment is properly confirmed and sanctified.
Be swift about it. If this plague has already spread beyond this planet, then we will have far more ground to cover.
Alright, that was really easy. Alright, good job, team. We've located evidence of vile poxwalkers on this planet, the Plague Lord's work. We recovered a body so that Inquisitor Vakir can investigate further. Alright, no one gets a promotion this... That sucks.
Mission objectives achieved, Commander. Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
I must commend you on this impressive archive of demonic lore, Commander. It rivals some I've seen in inquisitorial fortresses. I will require it as a base of operations for my studies. I respect your authority in matters of combat, but I must remain until I can ascertain some solution to this plague. I am, of course, open to recommendations on which lines of study you feel would best serve the mission. I must insist, however, on beginning my research with a necropsy of the poxwalker carcass your brothers recovered. I am certain they hold a key to understanding this corruption.
I think she has violet eyes. She must be Cadian. Can't zoom in on her face.
I will conduct a necropsy of the recovered corpse to see what I can learn.
Temp title. That's a poxwalker necropsy. Research time 38 days, or is it 30? I'll say 30. The outside looks more like a 0, and it has that line in the center, so it looks like 38. The poxwalkers we discovered on Kormar are a sign of some malevolent force behind this plague. I'm certain that within the carcasses of the infected, I'll find further clues to its source.
I shall begin at once. Inform your crew that I am not to be disturbed.
Okay.
Commander, I toil with a critical lack of resources. I request you attend me in the Manufactorum. My servitors have restored the Manufactorum to operational use, but the Edict remains severely damaged. Without access to a proper dockyard, restoration will be slow and limited by the resources we can requisition from Titan or nearby inquisitorial enclaves. As of this moment, reviving the Edict's core power output takes absolute primacy.
Okay. Plasma reactor is damaged, augmentation chamber is damaged, and Argorium is damaged.
I must improve the Edict's power output in order to conduct more extensive repairs.
So support systems, defense systems, and personnel systems. I wonder if it's a permanent cost in servitors. We have 25. This seems like such a mundane cost. So I assume that they're consumed permanently to do these. What's the plasma reactor? The plasma reactor has been damaged and rendered inoperative. Until we repair it, our reconstruction efforts cannot progress. Oh, this says 8 servitors over 6 days. Oh, this one. Alright, we'll have to do this one first. Oh, but we can do more than one at a time. No, we can only do one at a time.
I must now interface with the logic engines. I trust you have a great deal to attend to.
Commander, I have adjusted the star map to display our current sector. However, our intelligence here is sparse. I suggest we bide our time until the Dominus restores power to our scanners. The Dominus has restored the star map to its full function. We are receiving a barrage of scanning data and astropathic scrapings from across the sector. This plague appears to have already spread its tendrils far and wide. We are faced with reports of 2 infected systems. We should monitor this infestation carefully and judge where best to direct our forces while the Inquisitor pursues her answers. Failure will cost many souls.
Commander, I've completed repairs to the plasma reactor. Our reconstruction efforts can proceed once again. Alright, let's do the augmentation chamber, I suppose. Can't do this yet anyway. This seems pretty good too. Not gonna read all this yet until I decide to grab it. The +4 capacity, I guess, for our Grey Knights, and then +1 to recruit rank. We should put any recruits that we gather above what we currently have, because they're all level 1. I think we want servitor production, just so we can keep doing projects. So let's do the augmentation chamber repair. The augmentation chamber has been damaged and rendered inoperative. Until we repair it, we have to requisition all additional servitors from the storehouses on Titan, which just sounds inconvenient. And plus, this is a very small cost. I can do this too. Oh, okay, I see. So you can do multiple projects at once. This one seems pretty important for all of these. I think we can hold off on this for now, because we only have 4 people out at a time, and we have, what, 6, I think, in the barracks? And a lot of our upgrades require this. Let's go and do this. So improve reactor output 1, additional projects unlocked. Although repairing the plasma reactor was sufficient for the most basic reconstruction efforts, our output remains too unstable to support more advanced facilities. The results will take time to see, but bolstering the reactor is an essential step toward restoring the Edict to her rightful glory. Oh, I do have to change it, okay. So if you change your construction project now, you lose all progress and the servitors used for your current project. Are you sure? No. Does that count for this one too? Yeah, so you can only do one at a time. Okay, well that's fine with me. We'll talk to Vakir next.
You have my attention, Knight.
How's your poxwalker specimen?
This one appears to be some kind of host. An object is nestled within.
She didn't read the first sentence. Once a subject of the Emperor, now infected by chaos. Is that unusual?
It is different from what I've seen with these puppets in the past.
This is undoubtedly the work of one of the Plague God's minions, but its vector is unusual. I'll let you know once I've completed my findings. Let's discuss something else.
Very well.
I do like how they give you a little check mark after you talk about it. I have not worked directly with an Inquisitor before.
The Grey Knights will be needed in this task, and it is your duty to marshal them.
That is irrelevant to me. I've already seen that the Baleful Edict lost its commander on the preceding mission. I'll not accept such failure under my guidance. Why did you commandeer this ship?
I had previously been hunting heretics siphoning power directly from the Hadex anomaly, not far from your previous campaign.
Once I directed my astropath to recover the stolen energy, you had the vision I shared with you when I arrived. Her message. It is ominous.
Divining the visions of astropaths is an art in itself.
But its omen is both dire and imminent, of that I am certain. He spoke of a garden. Is it metaphorical or literal? I must delve into the records of my peers to reveal if there are similar references I could correlate. Let's discuss something else.
We must.
That's all for now.
My research beckons.
Let's talk to Lynette.
Protocol demands a preliminary salutation. Consider this requirement fulfilled.
What is the status of our construction efforts?
Repairs are progressing, Commander. Servitors and components have been allocated. Praise the Omnissiah.
Alright, let's discuss something else.
Waiting for new input.
How long did you know Commander Agravain?
You have been the primary vessel for the Commander for the past 22 years.
Although the vagaries of travel within the warp mean any span of time is approximate. He had the respect of the Battle Brothers and crew.
He was a leader in the Grey Knights, so he was revered.
However, my own analysis has his mission success rate at a mere 99.7%. He spent many hours in repentant contemplation over the 0.3 inadequacy whenever I reminded him of it. How would he have dealt with an Inquisitor?
He did not suffer fools, or those that dared countenance his authority.
Proportionally. While he would not welcome them on board, Commander upheld the traditions of the chapter's relationship with the Inquisition. A quick probability scry suggests there is a 73.6% chance that had Agravain still been in command, he would have been in confrontation with Inquisitor Vakir. It seems he had influence. Your defiance toward an Inquisitor is curious.
Defiance suggests an emotional need to obstruct or obfuscate.
I merely state the truth. The Baleful Edict is in need of respite, or respite, after our losses against the Acadium. We serve the Emperor, and must go where he requires.
Indeed, I serve the Omnissiah.
It is by his mechanical will that we ply the stars. The Emperor and the Omnissiah, they are one and the same, yes?
The Ecclesiarchy's imperial creed carries only a muted echo of the machine god's true will.
Of course. Come, such words should not surprise an Astartes. After all, you may revere the Emperor, but I know it is not your creed to worship him, especially the Grey Knights, who can trace their gene seed directly to the Golden Throne.
Waiting for new input.
So I don't remember if I've mentioned this or not. The Grey Knights, unlike other Space Marine chapters, they don't pull their gene seed from a Primarch. They pull it from the Emperor himself. It's another reason why they are unique among Astartes. I must activate quarantine protocols without poxwalker specimen.
I will not have the Edict put at risk, even for an Inquisitor.
Your request is redundant, Commander. I had the protocols initiated the moment it came onto my ship. This is no ordinary corruption.
The ship will remain sterile.
Agreed, Commander. That is why I've instigated 7 layers of redundancies as well as the highest security protocols. even a binarious rubric mesh placed over the Baleful Edict's conjugator systems. Will it hold up until we're done in the sector?
The Baleful Edict has never let any of the Brotherhoods that have traveled in her down.
Still, the Inquisitor's demands are exacting. Yes, we're operating on her timescale now.
That is the way of the Inquisition.
They're often illogical, driven by the vulgarities of flesh. Instant results required even when a dispassionate analysis would prove beneficial. The dangers of minds unenhanced by the Omnissiah.
Affirmative.
Alright, that's all for now.
The interaction is over.
Do you seek wisdom, Commander? I am no ancient, but might be of some help.
Is the Inquisitor an aid or hindrance?
She already makes demands on a ship badly in need of restitution.
Potentially both. We should heed her requests, at least whilst our goals are aligned. So we're honor-bound to her.
Even we must respect the authority of the Inquisition when the situation demands it.
Come, Commander. You are no neophyte. You may get some leeway for who we are. The Inquisition answers only to him. I note you invoked us as Chamber Militant.
It is a term that has fallen out of fashion.
It is an ancient law that each Inquisitorial Ordo has dedicated military arm to use, when they require. We, in theory, can be called upon by the Ordo Malleus, to which she belongs. I was wondering which branch she belonged to. The Inquisition has three major branches. You have the Ordo Malleus, the Ordo Xenos, and the Ordo Hereticus. There's a bunch of other varying branches, but those are the three main pillars of the Inquisition. Excuse me. Oh, cough. But that makes sense, since we are fighting chaos here. The title is somewhat antiquated. Why use it?
It was a strategic decision.
Ancient customs are invoked that the Inquisitor should now abide by, such as giving us tactical command in the field. See, it is not only Inquisitors who can play these diplomatic games. Well, let us discuss something else.
Certainly.
Hector, why do you not lead us?
It seems the Emperor has other plans for me.
It would have been an honor to lead. And imperfection means I must focus my efforts in a more indirect way. An imperfection.
A matter between myself and the Emperor.
As ordered by Grandmaster Voltus, my penance is to serve on the Edict, but not leave it, staying above the battlefields I crave to fight on. Nevertheless, your advice will be invaluable.
I hope I can be of some use.
At least before they have me interned into a dreadnought sarcophagus. Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't take command. I don't know. I wonder what's wrong with him. Have to do justice to Agravain's legacy.
He had a fitting end to his noble life.
Like so many of our brethren, he kept his secrets well. I know he despised the servants of Khorne most of all. Why the Blood God?
Why indeed, it is not my place to say.
But there was a stillness around the old commander, a seething hatred that I didn't see in him against any of the other enemies we faced. Of course, Khorne, being created by rage, would in turn be fed by Agravain's hatred. That is the nature and irony of chaos.
By all means.
Alright, that's all for now.
We are the Hammer. Remember that.
Alright, I know there wasn't a lot of combat or action in this episode, but I'm going to call it here, because we did the one mission requirement that I want to do for each episode. And we'll see about jumping into the next one and the next one. So for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.